Hi, I'm Corey Bergman with Ideal Air. Today I want to show you about our portable commercial air conditioners. We have three different sizes. We have a 12,000 BTU that's 120 volts. We have a 21,000 BTU which is 240 volts. And we have a 36,000 BTU which is also 240 volts. Now you'll notice this unit does not have the supply air tubes installed yet. When you buy the unit, this comes on a pallet or on wheels, has a box that goes over the top, and these are mounted. So the only assembly you have is to install the supply air tubes, which I like to call the supply air schnozzles. All it takes, you put it right here, put 4 screws in, and you're done. That's the only assembly that's required for the Ideal Air portable commercial unit. So once you've installed the schnozzles, you'll see they're adjustable. You can direct the airflow in any direction you want, up, down, sideways. And what some customers have done is these are slightly under 6 inches. They'll take a 6-inch flex duct and they'll run it into their room. They'll put an end cap, they'll cut holes in the bottom of the flex duct which allows the cold air to fall down on your garden. Works really well. The nice thing about a portable air conditioner is you can put it in your room, plug it in, and you have instant air conditioning. The air that you want to cool, the air from the room, if you decide to put this in your room, the air is drawn in here through the return air grate in the front. You can see we have a dust filter, the air conditioning coil, there's a blower right here, it comes back out. So how it works is air that you want to cool, air from the room is drawn in through the front, goes through the air conditioning coil, goes through a blower, comes out the supply air schnozzles. Now one thing that's very important to remember is the air that you put in here comes out here about 20 degrees cooler than when it went in. That's called a 20-degree split. It's an industry standard, whether it's my portable units, whether it's the mini splits, or the air conditioner you have in your home. If you roll this unit into a room that's 100 degrees, you turn it on so it's drawing 100-degree air through here, it's going to come out here at 80 degrees. As the room temperature is lowered, now you're drawing 80-degree air into here, you're going to have 60-degree supply air temperatures. Keep the room at 75, this temperature here is going to be about 55 degrees. It's going to work real well for you. The reason I'm sharing this information with you is because it's extremely important that you put an air conditioner in your space that's large enough to cool the room. If you put an air conditioner in that's too small and it doesn't bring the air temperature down, remember that's going to affect the supply air discharge temperature. On the back of the machine, we have another coil and another filter. This is air in and air out to cool the air conditioner. All air conditioners create the same amount or greater amount of heat than they do cooling. So this unit right here that supplies 21,000 BTUs of cooling also supplies 21,000 BTUs of heat. Actually, it's probably closer to 23,000 BTUs of heat. So what you need to do is pick up one of these accessories we have available. This is the hot air discharge. This simply sets on top like this. Now this is a 16-inch round, so you'll need to buy a piece of 16-inch ducting. It can be rigid, it can be flex duct, and you want to get this up through the roof, out through the wall to get rid of the heat that's generated by the machine. Now we also have this item here, which is your outside air intake. So what this allows you to do is attach this to the back of the unit, like so, and you'll run a 12-inch duct from outside the room you're cooling. The reason for that is, if you have the air conditioner on, you don't want to take the air that you've just cooled, to cool the machine and then discharge it outside. You lose a lot of your air conditioning. If you use the outside air intake adapter, you're bringing air from outside the space to the back of the unit, and it simply goes in and goes out. So once again, air from the room to be cooled comes in, goes out. Air from the back of the machine comes in and goes out. These two chambers don't mix. So any CO2 that you have in the room that's introduced in here just goes right through here and blows right out the supply air tubes. The air that you bring in from another space that comes in to cool the machine just goes in and out. Once again, they do not mix. This air here and this air here always is totally separate. Any air conditioner also dehumidifies. So we have a 3.6 gallon drain bucket. You simply pull it out. When it fills up, you just dump it out. Now for those of you that would like to do a permanent drain option, if you look right down here, it's about a 3/4 inch nipple. All you need to do is simply hook up a hose and you can drain it out permanently. Okay, now we have another option available. If you don't have anywhere to gravity drain the condensation from your air conditioner, we have a condensate pump that we have. We have a 240 volt version and a 120 volt version. All you need to do is remove the drain bucket, slide the unit into the tray, plug it in. You'll run a line from the drain nipple and insert it in here to the inlet outlet on the condensate pump. They come with 16 feet of hose. Slide it over the valve. Run it up to wherever you want. There's a backflow preventer in here so it keeps water from flushing back into the pump. Okay, now I want to show you how the control panel works on the commercial portable air conditioner. The unit's been plugged into a dedicated power circuit. Hit the power button, push it for about 3 seconds. The unit will come on. You have 2 fan speed switches. You have low speed and you have high speed. Hit the button once, the larger light comes on, now the blower is in high speed mode. You have 2 ways to control the unit. You have room cool. Push the button, it'll switch over. And all you do is adjust the temperature. When you want your room at 75 degrees. Now the fans on these run 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They're constantly drawing air into the unit and blowing it out to supply air too. There's a temperature sensor here that allows us to get an accurate reading of the room temperature. So here is air in and air out to cool the room, and on this unit we have the adapters on here. This is air in and air out to cool the machine. So how the unit functions is it's constantly drawing air in, sensing the temperature. I've got it set to 75 degrees right now. As soon as the room heats up over 75 degrees, the cooling cycle of the machine kicks on. The compressor turns on, starts processing the refrigerant, and you have cool air. As it brings the room temperature down to 75 degrees, the compressor shuts off, but the fan blower is constantly running, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Anytime the power button's on, your blower is blowing cold air. Push the button here to turn it off. There you go. There you have it.